Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Hot Wheels Transformers Nemesis Prime. You can see him there in front of the box. We're going to put him aside real quick and take a look at the box. And yep, it's a very cool box, just like the Optimus version. You get it, well, now in purple. So you got the Hot Wheels logo right there, Transformers, the Decepticon symbol. You got Mattel Creations right there. It's all on the front. On the bottom here, you have Hot Wheels and Transformers again in purple, and black. You got Hot Wheels and the Decepticon symbol. On this side, you got the same thing, Hot Wheels Decepticon. And right here, you got Hot Wheels Transformers Decepticon, and it says Nemesis Prime. On the back, you have just purple with authentic Transformers thing, Mattel and Hasbro, and empowering presenters display and Hot Wheels involved, and yeah. And of course, opening up is pretty cool because you open this up inside, you got the Hot Wheels logo right there. And you can have more Hot Wheels and Decepticon symbol right there. And of course, hey, you look, there's on this full display will be the thing. Here's the instruction manual. Here's, hey, look, there's the thing he comes in. So yeah, you got the kind of the faux card. So you can see right there, you can see getting in close right there, you can see nice artwork of Nemesis Prime in truck mode. And of course, you got the plastic shell, which he comes in. This is how he's packed. And of course, he comes in like that. And of course, this is protecting it right there. Like so. And yeah, underneath the instructions, which, yeah, there's another bubble plaque, which, hey, look, that's the one for robot mode. Plus, that's where his gun is stored. And the hands are in the thing right there. And of course, the instructions themselves, you can see right here. You open this up, and hey, look, it tells you how to, what to do with the packaging and how to open and transform it and everything, and whole repackaging it into the alternative display. So yeah, if you want to turn this whole display thing, if you like, I'm just gonna put this all back. Go. So you'll see the packaging again, which is unusual for this sort of thing, but So Nemesis Prime is right here, and he again comes packed in vehicle mode. You can see it is a Hot Wheels size Nemesis Prime. He's got, getting in close a little bit. You can see, well, he's got the Decepticon symbol picked out right there. He's basically just in a very just glossy black with red windows. You got silver, the chrome all over. You got the chrome on the wheels, chrome headlights, bumper, grill, smokestacks, gas tanks, all that stuff. Of course, yeah, you can see right there at the bottom and everything. You can see the top. It's pretty much just black and red and a silver stripe. And yep, there's the trailer post, but no trailer. Yeah, there's the wheels right there, and also Hot Wheels and it's rubber. And of course, he rolls pretty nicely. So there's all of that. Yeah, of course, again, this is how it's packaged, including, yeah, you can see the hands are stored in there, like that, because this can open. And if you're not careful, they can also get caught on the hinge when you're trying to close it. Yeah. And of course, yeah, there's no weapon storage in this mode. Not surprising. It's it's based very much based on the G1 vehicle. So, or that figure. Even though Nemesis Prime doesn't technically, they never had a G1. Though he's got one coming with Missing Link now, but yeah. Look at that. I'm going to do a single comparison, which is, hey, look, here's the Hot Wheels Optimus, which, yeah, you can see a very different thing going on with regarding the red. Everything, yeah. This red really pops. The red and blue are really particular, have a very specific sheen to them that the black does not. But yeah, that's the two of them as a whole. Look really good. Yeah, as a whole, as well as because it's considering now this is a thing you just apparently need to do. In this mode, he's about 7 centimeters long, which is about 2.75 inches. And he weighs as a total about 92 grams or 3.3 ounces. So yeah, if you want to know, he's a pretty heavy guy because he's mostly die-cast because he's a Hot Wheel. So okay, I'm mostly die-cast. But yeah, transforming, of course, you got to open this thing up right here, get those fists out, make sure you don't have to lose them because they're very tiny. Close that back up, and of course, back down here, what you do is bend those forward, extend the feet out, and rotate them forward until they kind of soft lock into place, and then bring these bits out right here. Slide the back of the cab bit back like that, and then bring this forward. So, slide this back, and then bring it forward, and then rotate the head around. And of course, from there, what you do is take the fist and make sure you get the left and right correct, and then plug them into the headlight bits. Like that, and with that, you have Nemesis Prime in his robot mode. Yep, sure enough, it is all G1. It's the G1, well, the Hot Wheels mold in G1, but with black and red and a little bit of teal. Yeah, it's Nemesis Prime, but what if they repainted G1 in Nemesis Prime? But yeah, getting a little bit closer, you can see the head. Of course, you got the little red eyes, silver crest, and mouth plate. Again, the Decepticon symbols are right there. You got the little bits of teal right there on the forearms. Again, the silver and, well, chrome right there. You got a little bit of teal right there on the knees. You got a little bit of gray right there as well on the toes. And yeah, of course, open back, because that's just how Optimus was. And there you go. Yeah, it sure is a Nemesis repaint, except, well, the G1 Hot Wheels thing. And yeah, posability in this mode, well, you got a little bit. You got, well, the head can go left and right. That's cool. The shoulders do a full 360 right there. There's no outward or anything. The biceps can go outward like this. Then, of course, you can see the elbows can bend a full 90 degrees. The wrists can swivel because they're just pegs. Down here, you do have, I guess, a backwards on the hip joint, and you have the knee joint, which only bends that far, and the feet can, well, go down, and that's it. Again, it's based on a G1 toy, so nearly not a whole lot of posability, which is not surprising, but yeah. But of course, you got his rifle, which, you know, comes packaged again in this thing, and you just plug that into his hand if you like, and there you go. Again, you got the weird thing of, like, the rifle kind of sits crooked because of the weirdness. Legs don't separate or anything, but yeah, it is pretty much the Hot Wheels G1, I guess, Nemesis Prime, which never really existed until recently, and we'll mix it. So yeah, pretty cool. And of course, again, the packaging, you can see getting that stuff in. Yeah, going to further look at the box stuff, yeah, because again, you could swap this stuff out, because you can pull this out right here, the other bubble clamshell thing. You of course got this stuff, like, you know, Hot Wheels, and there's the truck mode. Yeah, there's the artwork of the robot, which is just a colored version of the recolored version of the Optimus artwork. And, you know, the bottom is just purple, and the top is Hot Wheels and Transformers, but in silver. And on the back, hey, look, you got a cool thing of, like, you know, the picture and the little bio thing if you want to read that. How is Decepticon and all that stuff. But yeah, there's also this card inside this box, which you can sensibly get out. Which, yeah, you get the card out, and you flip it around. Hey, look, now it's a Transformers card. You lay that back in the little thing right here. What you do, yeah, you put this over top like that. And now what you do is, of course, you take the gun here, and this is how it comes in the packaging. You just, you know, put that in there, straighten out his arms a bit, and then just, well, put him in here. Put them in to the clamshell like so, and then, but then of course you can take this, of course, and just, you know, slit this over top, and there you go. Now it's looks like that. If you want to package it, you know, display it like that or whatever, there you go. Pretty straightforward, pretty cool actually. Trying to find a spot where the lights aren't glaring out. There we go. Yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty cool, but yeah. I'm going to display it on the shelf without the packaging, but I will be keeping the packaging because it's really neat. So there it is. Pretty cool little display options, if, you know, for Nemesis Prime here. Now, the other thing, of course, is his height. In this mode, his height is roughly about 9 centimeters or 3.5 inches tall, thereabouts, in this mode. So, pretty small. The other thing is, yeah, this doesn't really, like, lock into place very easily, so it's very easy to just accidentally, you know, flop his head around, just whoops, like that, and just kind of, yeah, just kind of grab him, and that happens. So, yeah. And for a quick comparison, of course, again, here he is with the Hot Wheels Optimus, who had the same exact problem with that platform, but yeah, you can see, you can see the difference in the, basically, like, you just got, you know, just, well, die-cast black, and then you got this really shiny metallic reds and blues there. So there's that. Now, as for everything else, there is the other kind of the elephant in the room, which is a couple things. Two elephants. One, price. He retailed for $65, which, interesting enough, is about $15 cheaper than the Optimus. Don't know why. Don't know why that happens. Usually Mattel is not particularly nice about exclusives and whatnot. Which, speaking of, two, this was a Mattel Creations exclusive. It sold out in 10 minutes or so, thereabouts. Yeah, so you can't really get this guy available for $60, $65 anymore, unless you find someone really nice who's willing to sell it to you at cost or something. Or possibly, as I've seen that some people bought this with a hope of trading it for Optimus as a straight across trade and stuff like that. So, yeah, you're not getting this guy for, these things go for a lot. Hot Wheels, Mattel Creation stuff that are exclusive and sell out in like 10 minutes tend to go for a lot of money on the aftermarket. So, Yeah, this guy barely doesn't really technically, I would argue again, like the Hot Wheels Optimus doesn't really justify his price per se, because it's $65 for a Hot Wheel. Transforming Hot Wheel, but still $65 and some fancy packaging. And in the aftermarket, last I saw, it's going for over $200. So, why does this review exist? Shut up is why. But yeah, it's cool. It's kind of expensive, and now it's more so now that it's sold out. So, I guess you can look at it. It's cool. They're here on this video. It's really cool. But, yeah, unless you're a die-hard fan of, like, Nemesis Prime, it's like with Optimus, unless you're a die-hard fan, you could easily skip this and really not really lose sleep over it, honestly. It's not really that amazing, other than, again, like, you know, it's a thing you just think it looks cool, which I do, so I went ahead and bought it. But, yeah, he's cool, but, yeah, he technically doesn't really justify his price, which, you know, is cheaper than the Optimus, but still kind of spendy. Doesn't really justify that, and he's now goes for way more than that on the aftermarket, so, yay. He's cool. He's kind of weighty, considering he's die-cast. He looks nice. He transforms like a G1 Optimus, you know, pretty much how you'd expect, and, he's really expensive. There you go. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.